Some people believe that you should never move on too quickly after a breakup because the heart needs time to heal. But this concept doesn't seem to apply to Hollywood relationships. Some of these celebrities were able to move on with other people just days or weeks after their divorce. And in some of these cases, they seem to have started dating while they were still married. The timelines here are pretty suspicious, and it brings up the question, how fast is too fast? Start a new relationship after the old one has ended. So let's get into it. I'm your host, Bridget Shields, and here are the top 10 celebrities who moved on way too quickly after divorce. Number 10, John Mulaney. In early September, amid questions about the timeline of John Mulaney's romance with Olivia Munn, the comedian's ex-wife Anna Marie Tendler reportedly knew that he was doing things with other women before he went to rehab and before they ended their marriage in late 2020. It wasn't entirely clear when his relationship with Olivia started, but it appeared that John was going to great lengths to dispute the idea that he cheated. Anne Marie divorced from the comedian after 6 years of marriage. In a statement at the time, the artist said, "I am heartbroken that John has decided to end our marriage. I wish him support and success as he continues his recovery." 1 week later, news broke that Mulaney had started dating actress Olivia Munn, and less than 2 months later, it was confirmed that Munn was pregnant with her and Mulaney's first child. Whether or not there was any overlap between the two women is still very uncertain, but his relationship with Olivia has always been heavily criticized for that reason. Number 9, Gerard Pique. In early June, Barcelona and Spain football star Gerard Pique's high-profile marriage to Shakira officially ended, and the two of them announced their plans to separate. Fans were shocked when the news came out because the couple had been in a relationship for 12 years and shared 2 children together. Almost immediately, rumors started going around the internet, with outlets reporting that his new girlfriend was someone who worked for him, with the initials CC. As it turns out, they were right because Pique had moved on with a 23-year-old woman by the name of Clara Chia. The Sun confirmed the news on August the 10th, with a source close to Chia explaining that they had been seeing each other for months. Then on August the 22nd, photos of the couple went viral, which confirmed their relationship. Then they were seen kissing at the Summerfest Cerdanya festival in Catalonia. Of course, Pique was criticized for not only how quickly he went public with his new relationship, but also for the timeline of when they first got together. Number 8, Morena Baccarin. The Homeland actress was still married to her husband at the time, Austin Chick, when she got pregnant by her Gotham co-star Ben McKenzie. The scandal brought about intense backlash against their relationship, even though Austin and Morena were in the process of divorcing but were likely separated at the time. She eventually gave birth to her daughter Frances in March of 2016, just 2 weeks before her divorce from her ex was finalized. Aside from all that controversy, Morena certainly got a happy ending and went on to marry Ben in June of the following year. She even told People magazine that working with him on Gotham was wonderful, saying, "Ben's the sweetest. It's very nice to work with your significant other, especially when you're pregnant, because you'll know you'll get some extra TLC and get taken care of." So despite the persistent rumors of infidelity and the awkward timeline, it does seem like the two co-stars are very happy together. Number 7, Will Smith. Will and Jada often paint their love story as one for the ages, but they have definitely tried to gloss over the fact that their relationship began when Will was still technically married to his first wife, Cherie Zampino. In fact, Jada let this information slip voluntarily in a 2018 interview with Access, admitting that when Will first reached out to her, he wasn't exactly fully free to do so. She claimed that he had just separated, but their divorce was not technically finalized. The couple had since maintained that they weren't physically involved until the split was finalized, but many fans believe that Will's heart had strayed well before he made any move to end things with Cherie. During a sit-down interview on the Red Table Talk, Will admitted that instead of being honest with his wife right away about how he lost feelings for her, he just decided to keep it private. But in the end, his ex-wife was a bigger person and ended up asking for the divorce, which allowed him to publicly date Jada right after the papers were signed. Number 6, Olivia Wilde. If there's one thing the internet is obsessed with right now, it's the relationship between Harry Styles and Olivia Wilde. The couple met on the set of the movie Don't Worry Darling, which Olivia directed. Harry joined the cast in the fall of 2020, and by January 2021, the two of them were spotted holding hands at a wedding, which naturally caused everyone to lose their minds. But since then, there has been a lot of valid criticism directed at the couple, with some people questioning the timeline of their relationship and saying that Olivia moved on too quickly after breaking up with Jason Sudeikis. Ever since they called off their 7-year engagement in November last year, there have been cheating rumors circulating online. In fact, it was heavily implied that Olivia and Harry had been having an affair for around a month before the breakup, although she adamantly denied it in a statement, saying, "The idea that I left Jason for Harry is completely inaccurate. Our relationship was over long before I met Harry." So she did somewhat set the record straight. Number 5, Jennifer Lopez. J.Lo and Ben Affleck Affleck have had an on-again and off-again romance that has been going on since the 2000s. In fact, these two have just gotten married this year, nearly 2 decades after they first got engaged. But the timeline of their relationship has been a bit of a red flag in the past. In July of 2002, J.Lo filed for divorce from her second husband, Chris Judd. This news broke just months after she had wrapped the movie Geely alongside her co-star Ben, who she then started dating. Even though they both went out of their way to deny the cheating rumors, Chris Judd's father, Larry, spoke out against the couple and ended up accusing J.Lo of being unfaithful. He insinuated that they had been having an affair during the filming of the movie and said, "I thought Mr. Affleck would honor a married woman and not just go right into the trailer." But even if there was no infidelity involved there, it's clear that Jennifer moved on very quickly after her divorce. Number 4, Keri Russel. The actress played a secret KGB agent alongside her co-star Matthew Rhys on the spy drama The Americans. The romance between the two of them sparked while they were on set, but there was just one problem. Keri was still married to Shane Deary at the time, and although they were likely separated, the timeline is still very murky. But eventually it became obvious that there was really something going on between the two of them, as Matthew and Keri were spotted shopping for furniture together at Christmas in 2013. And not long after that, she announced her official split from her now ex-husband. Then in 2016, the couple welcomed their first child together, and they all became a blended family. But unlike most cheating scandals, this one seemed to turn out quite well, as apparently the three of them go on family vacations together and frequently dine out as friends. Number 3, Nikki Reed. When the actress filed for divorce from Paul McDonald in May of 2014, rumors started swirling that she was dating Ian Somerhalder that same July. The new couple didn't waste any time taking the next step in their relationship and decided to get engaged in January of 2015, just 6 months after they started dating. The next step came just as quickly when the pair married in April of 2015. Nikki was married to Paul for 3 years, but a source close to the singer confirmed that they were both facing difficulties in their careers, and that eventually led to the ending of their marriage. Quote, "It came down to the normal marriage failures of money and career. He wasn't making money, and she wasn't flourishing with her career after Twilight." He went on to say, "Paul is still totally heartbroken over the breakup. He loves her and always will." But if anything, at least the split was amicable, and even if Nikki did move on very quickly, it was obviously the right decision, considering that her and Ian are still happily married to this day. Number 2, Mary Elizabeth Winstead. The actress brought her on-screen romance with Ewan McGregor into the real world after they worked together on the FX series Fargo in 2017. Only 1 month after the series debuted in April, Mary announced on social media that she had split from her husband of 7 years, Riley Stearns. Not long after that, the new couple was spotted together in public. At the time, the Trainspotting actor was still very much married to his wife, Eve Maracus, with whom he shares 4 children. In fact, it wasn't until January of 2018 that she filed for divorce from him. The relationship between Mary and Ewan caused a whole lot of controversy, especially among their own family members. In August of 2018, his daughter Clara took to Instagram to comment on a Mary Elizabeth Winstead fan page, and she wrote, "Most beautiful and talented woman on earth. Oh man, y'all are delusional. This girl is a piece of trash." So clearly they angered a whole lot of people by getting together. And coming in at number 1, Tom Cruise. Although it's been over for decades, Nicole Kidman's marriage to Tom Cruise is still one of Hollywood's most talked about relationships. They met on the set of the movie Days of Thunder, and they were instantly smitten with one another. But at the time of meeting, the Top Gun actor was still married to Mimi Rogers. When it became clear that the affair was getting serious, he divorced his first wife in February of 1990, and less than 1 year later, he exchanged vows with Nicole. Their relationship raised more than a few eyebrows considering how quickly he had moved on. But as we all know, their marriage was far from perfect, and they ended up splitting up a decade later in 2001. Looking back on the divorce, Nicole said, "It took me a very long time to heal. It was a shock to my system. We were in a bubble, just the two of us. We became very dependent on one another. So it obviously wasn't the healthiest relationship to begin with." Well, that's everyone that we have on the list for today. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll catch you in the next video.